Now this is a figure that could compete for my #1 favorite figure of this year.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, and on today's video we're going to be taking a look at this CT Toys Gambit figure. Now if you're not aware of CT Toys, they do make a lot of bootlegs of like the Mayfex and Amazing Yamaguchi figures, but they are doing God's work in my opinion, because these bootlegs are top-notch quality. So taking a look at the box, we've got an image there of Gambit himself with the CT Toys logo. No Gambit logo anywhere, which I've noticed. Got a comic book image of Gambit up in the corner, as well as 131, which I believe that's the figure. That's the 131 figure in the Mayfex line, I believe. And then we've got 6" as well as CT Toys logo again. So, and then we've got obviously the big window showcasing the figure. And then coming around to the side, got another image of the figure, couple comic references, and then on the back we've got plenty of figure shots showcasing the accessories and stuff. Very nice, very nice. And then on the other side we've got another nice image of the figure. On the top we've got the same, I believe, as the side. Yep, same image as the side. And then on the bottom we've got a load of nothing. So yeah, the box is crushed, but you can expect that coming from AliExpress. But yeah, but that's the box taking a look at. So let's crack it open and take a look at the figure, because I am very, very excited for this one. And here he is out of the box. Now look at all that he comes with. So before taking a look at the figure, we're going to dive into the accessories he comes with. So starting off, he comes with a second head sculpt there, which the paint app on that is pretty damn good. I mean, if we grab the figure for a second and compare it, it's got more of a angrier expression, but yeah, the paint apps on those are phenomenal, really good. So yeah, we get second head sculpt, and then we get 5 different pairs of hands. So let's go through them. So we get this open pair of hands right there, and then we get these 2 pairs, which are, I believe these are for holding the card accessories. As you can see, those 2 there, those 2 are meant to hold those. Very cool. And then we get a pair of like calm hands. And then we get another pair of fisted hands, but these ones have got holes in to hold the staff. But I want to see how easy the hands are for the staff. I mean, you do have to give it a bit, but yeah, it does go through the staff there, so that's good, that's good. And then it just slides off very easily, so that's a good job. And then we also get this pair of open hands, but you see they have pegs. Now the pegs are for those two big card accessories. So yeah, that's an easier way to hold them, I guess. Very cool. And now, having a closer look at the staff. There it is. Very nicely painted as well. Very nice. It does have a little bit of give to it, but I wouldn't go too far, otherwise you would snap it. So yeah, be careful with this not to snap it, of course. And then we get two little flame effects with holes. Now I believe these are for the staff as well. So let's see how easy these are to put on. Or do we need to heat it up? Nope. Goes on there just like so. Very nice. And then the other flame, see if we can get this on as well. Boom. Goes on just like that. So now you have flame effects at both ends. Really cool. Would have thought you'd have to heat those up, being a bootleg figure, but they just slid on. So that's nice. And then we get this card effect here with two cards. Very nice. And like I said, this is for that pair of hands that can hold the cards. A little bit of black paint on there, but nothing too major. That's me looking really close at it, but if you look, you know, at afar, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see that. But very nice. And then we also get this other card effect here, which looks like it's been thrown. Very cool. Very cool. I love the colour on these. The pink colour is, like, you know me and my pink colour. I love a bit of pink, so these effects are really attracted to me. And then for this one we have a bigger, larger effect, which is really done nicely. And then we've got the three cards there, look like they've been thrown. Really cool effect is this. Really cool. How many times I'm going to say really cool in this video? And then we do have the little hole there to peg into the hands. Very nice. And then, by far the biggest and best accessory with this figure is the other effect, which is kind of the same but got a lot more effect and flame going on with it. Right there. Really nice is this. I like that a lot. And then I believe the peg hole, yeah, is there. Really nice. Some great accessories there for the figure. And now, looking at the figure itself closely, whew, this, oh, I am absolutely blown away by this figure. I mean, I've been wanting this figure for quite some time now, but I just didn't fancy paying the price of the original because it is quite insane. And then soon as CT Toys announced that they were actually gonna, you know, make the bootleg version, I was like, yes, yes please, because the quality on these are brilliant. So I couldn't wait to get my hands on this guy. But look at that. The paintwork and everything. Head sculpt again, really nice. Is that? I mean, the coat itself, the coat is real. I mean, the fabric doesn't feel cheap at all or nothing. Really nice is that. But let's see if we can take the coat off and have a closer look at the figure itself underneath. Look at all the detailing and such. Now look at that. Look at the shine. The shine on that is brilliant. Paint apps, really nice. Yep, really nice paint up. Whew. So let's dive into the articulation on the figure. So the head can look up that far, down that far, and it can look side to side. Is there any neck articulation? Let me see if there's any neck articulation. There might be, it's just that I might be a little bit stiff because I haven't heated this guy up, so it could be. There probably is. Just need to heat it up. But yeah. Arms, do a full T-pose. Right there. Very nice. Got a little bit of a butterfly joint. So with that, your arms can go across his chest that far, and then they can go back that far. Really nice. And then of course we've got the bicep swivel, double joints in the elbows, and then a swivel in the wrists there. And then coming around to the abs there, you get a nice ab crunch there. And they can go back that far. You can get a really nice tilt. Really nice. And then you obviously get the ab turn there. And then coming down to the legs, they've got drop down pins. Really nice. This leg does like to pop off a lot, but that's nothing because it just goes straight back on. Right there. Save that, and now because I'm doing it on camera, it doesn't want to stay on. Brilliant. Everything goes fine until the camera starts rolling. Welcome to the YouTube life. Right, so let's see. Yeah, it just wants to pop off.
12 seconds later.
There we are. Snapped it back on. Of course it went back on straight away off camera. Ah, brilliant. But yeah, legs go up that far. I'm gonna put it back down now. It's gonna come straight back off in it. Oh, maybe not. And go back that far. Can't really go back because of the arch. Double joints in the knees there. And then swivel in the ankle, as well as a nice little toe articulation. So the articulation on this figure is actually really, really good, as you would expect with a Mayfix mold. But I want to see, right, before we put the jacket back on, I want to take a closer look at it. That is really nice. You can see this. I don't know if the original's like that, with all these stitch lines there and there, but even with it, it still looks really nice. Again, it just doesn't feel cheap at all. I mean, from the outside as well, it looks absolutely great. I mean, they've even got the little metal buttons on the side. Really nice. And of course it has got a bendy wire running all the way through it, so you can pose it in whichever way you want, which I really like. Yeah, really nice is that. A little bit of purple paint there from the figure, but you know, it's on the inside anyway, so you're not going to really see that. Really nice. So let's try and put it back on, because I want to see what the articulation's like with it on. See if it limits you. or not. There we go. There we go. Right there, now it's back on. Again, the figure just looks absolutely brilliant with it on as well. But arms go up. The same, the exact same. You can still get the double joints in the elbows. And you can probably... How far in do they go? Ah! So the butterfly effect, you can't really use. The butterfly joint. You can a little bit to the extent, but it does limit the butterfly joint, so that's a good thing to know. But apart from that, you still get all the arm articulation. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now I can't wait to start posing this figure and such. Absolute, I mean, look at that. Look at all that. That is just phenomenal. So yeah, like I said, can't wait to pose this guy, and I am gonna post some posing pictures over on my Instagram. So yeah, go follow there, and I am gonna put a few videos up on the TikTok. So go over there and drop a follow as well. And yeah, that is the little unboxing and review of the CT Toys Gambit. As always, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. And as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below because we are on the road to 1k subscribers. So yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm trying to hit 1k subscribers before the end of the year. So yeah, can't wait for that. And with all that said, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.